Hi, I'm Sallie Houston. I'm with VSS Emultech in California. I'm the technical manager. I run the laboratory and all the technical side of our pavement preservation business. I've been in this industry, I had to do the math, 28 years. So I'm kind of telling on myself there. Having been in the industry as long as I have, it was probably more like 98 or 99% men when I started. I've always had confidence around men, partly I think because I was raised by my dad, and also I'm Southern, so there's a certain culture there. I never saw myself as a minority in this industry or in life in general, and I didn't let myself think that way. Just when you're younger, you got to be careful in an all male industry to set limits, work with integrity, let them know where you stand. You don't have to be a prig, but, just set that line early and often. And another important aspect, I think, with working in this industry is being willing and comfortable with talking with everyone, be it the shovel guy on the crew all the way up to the owner of the company. I think my comfort level talking across the board has helped me a lot in this industry and has taught me a lot too. I just think about the fact that there's so much more to be done. There's a lot on the technology side that we can accomplish using alternative materials. There's a lot to be done in optimizing the use of tire rubber, ground tire rubber, and say, for instance, asphalt emulsions. I mean, we are using it in California a lot in hot mix and chip seals, but there's a lot to be done on that front. There's opportunities with bio oils. And, in today's world, we always talk about sustainability. So I think there's environmentally friendly technologies and sustainable technologies that we can continue to pursue. I think it would be a benefit to the industry if we had like a more cohesive, integrated model for introducing technologies, where we had a way to work between universities, the agencies, the industry, and bringing things to the table. I think a faster track for new technologies would benefit us. I know years ago in agencies in particular, they would have champions for different types of technologies. And now it seems that there's a lot of turnover and the experts move around a lot. So you don't have anyone focused on one particular area of the industry. And I think that's somewhat lacking. But I think there should be ways that we can introduce to better get these things off the ground. I'd also like to see, more young people coming into our industry. That a lot of the experts are, yearly we're losing the smart people to retirement, and we need to replace them. So I think there's a lot of opportunity to bringing young people and women in particular, and taking advantage of that and becoming the next experts in our industry. It's a great opportunity. It's it's like I said earlier, it's yours for the taking. And if you want to come into this industry, you just got to be willing, I would say, to learn from everyone. Don't just talk to the managers, learn from the 20-year field guy. They have a lot that they can teach you. Be willing to get out there and do some of the hands-on work so that you know what it is that's actually happening out there, so that you can talk more intelligently about the industry. And, again, it's not glamorous, but it's fun. I mean, if you like getting outside sometimes and working with your hands, to just talking to people who are doing different things. It might be the guy driving the paver. It might be someone who's in accounting. Just be willing to learn from everyone. Always work with integrity. Be known as the person that gets things done. If somebody comes to you and wants something done and you say you're going to do it, do it. And then you'll build your reputation that way, and you're bound to be successful. I would say one, national. I've worked all over this country. I started on the East Coast in South Carolina. I am married a Canadian. I worked and lived in Western Canada, and then I ended up on the West Coast in California, where I've been now for 12 years. And not just through living in different places, really through networking in the industry. We're a lot smaller than you would think. So you end up knowing people all over the world, but particularly in the US and Canada. You build these great networks. And so you end up knowing what's going on in different parts of the country and contributing. You can contribute on a national scale, getting involved with some of our industry associations, et cetera. Some other words would be growth. I feel like I'm always growing. I'm helping to grow the business. I'm helping to grow myself. I'm helping to grow others. So I think that's a continued word I would use. Education, maybe. Always learning. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's no end to what I can learn. And I do feel like I'm learning something new continuously as I, work in this industry. I'm learning from others. I'm learning from the work I do in the laboratory. I'm learning from field experience, whatever it might be. There's always opportunity to learn and educate yourself and get smarter. I would like to be able to say that I contributed to our infrastructure, which it's kind of a big deal to be, you're contributing to something that affects all of society. I would also like to think that I've been an approachable and willing partner in this industry as far as making it better and growing and improving the technology and the specifications or whatever aspect of the business that might be. And also, as the years have gone by, I like mentoring younger people, and I'd like to think that I've been a good mentor and friend to youth that are entering our industry or just passing through and going somewhere else. I think it's just important to help develop the next generation of employees and human beings in general.